Welcome to my next installation of the 3 things to work on in April. I'm Kim Ball. I'm a fitness professional and a wellness ambassador, and we're going to talk about 3 simple things that we can focus on this month to make small itty bitty steps of progress toward being the best version of you, the healthiest version of you that you can be. Just to get you up to speed, the reason I've chosen these things in movement, nutrition, and mindset is because there's something that I'm focusing on, that I'm working on. And if I'm going to work on it, why don't you guys join me in that journey, right? Right? Okay, so the first thing that we're going to focus on, our movement piece of this video, is going to be unlocking these hips right here. And there are many different ways to loosen up tight hips. But one direction that our hips move in is an internal and external rotation. And so the unlocking of the hips this month is going to be trying to get more movement within that range of internal and external rotation. So let's go look at those movements right now. So our next focus, the nutrition focus of this video, is going to be to eat more protein. Now, that's too much of a blanket statement for me to say, eat more protein, and for you to figure out what to do with that, right? So what I'm going to suggest is to eat a source of protein at each meal, okay? That's easy to do, right? Possibly. Protein is very important for keeping up your immune system. It's very important for your recovery from the stress of life, from exercise that you do and movement. It's very important for maintaining and protecting the healthy skeletal muscle that you have in your body. And that healthy muscle is going to keep your metabolism up nice and high. It's going to keep your immune system going. It's going to keep you healthy and help keep diseases away. If we want to help repair our tissues and preserve that precious muscle that we need in order to stay functional and stay healthy, then we're going to try to get protein in at every meal. First of all, let me say that I am of the mindset that we are omnivores and that meat is an integral part of our diets. But you don't have to be in agreement with me. Protein is still important for you, even if it's plant-based. So let's talk about what a source of protein is. You've got all of the meats that you could possibly find. Beef, pork, ham, chicken, turkey, duck, lamb, deer, bison, all the different animals that you could possibly choose from, right? You also have fish and seafood. You also have dairy products like milk and cheese and yogurt, cottage cheese, things like that. So plant-based sources of proteins are nuts and seeds, beans, peas, and lentils, and soy products. What I want you to focus on, if you're new to all this and you're not used to figuring out the composition of your meal, then you're just gonna try to get a source of protein in each meal. But if you've been doing this for a while and protein has been important to you, then you can start thinking about getting enough protein in. I'm gonna use your hand as a tool. So with your hand, if you take the palm of your hand, that is a portion of protein, just the palm of your hand. Now, you can use a portion or two of protein in each meal. So that can be your next step forward. If you are not active at all, then maybe just one portion. If you are moderately active or more, then 2 portions is great. But let's get that protein in each meal. So we're at our final focus, our mindset piece. And what we're going to be working on this month is less screen time. I know, that doesn't seem like a mindset thing, right? But if you think about it, the more you let screen time get out of control, being on social media, playing your games, just kind of boobing out on a screen, the less time you have, right? We all have a good amount of time, even us moms that are being pulled in so many different directions. We feel like we have no time. But if we get to spend any amount of time on social media or any amount of time scrolling the different apps of our phone, we do have time. So what I'd like you to do, simple, is go to the Settings app on your phone. Go to the Screen Time section and just do a little bit of research first. Look and see what your average amount of time on your screen is per day. You can even go further and dive in and see how much time is focused on social media, is focused on entertainment, is focused on whatever thing that you do on your phone. So now that you have the full picture in front of you, you can determine what is a doable amount of less screen time that you can complete right away. Now, you can't just say, I'm going to do this amount. You have to have a strategy in place, right? So maybe there's a time during the evening that you have to get off your phone. Maybe we bought a charging station. We're not using it as well as we should, but again, this is a focus for me as well. We're going to be putting our devices in that charging station so everybody can see that they're down and we're off of our phones and tablets. So find a strategy for you. Let's try to give ourselves some time back. Even if it's not a productive amount of time, if it's just a restful recovery amount of time, if it's an amount of time that allows us to get to bed earlier, whatever it is, less screen time, that's the goal. Okay, we've made it through. Woohoo! Nice job, you guys, for sticking around and listening to me blab about all of this stuff. I hope that you join me. I hope that you try to make these tiny little steps. The goal is just to have a small, itty-bitty focus on something that you can do a little bit differently to get you to your goals, to get you a little bit more rested and recovered, to get you a little healthier, to get you on the path to living the life that you deserve to live, right? So come on back here in May to find out what the 3 things are that I'm going to recommend next month, okay? Thanks for being here. Shush! Why are we crowing? Thing that we're gonna work on in April. I can hear you. It's less than what you've done. First it was the crows, now it's the pipes. What was that? Yep, it says Kimball right there. That's an actual Chicago street sign. Shh,